Well, we're back, even though I fucked this up a little, didn't I? Alright. Good enough. Fuck it. Well, YouTube and me have had some problems recently. I don't know if it's this computer or what. Hey, cat! Stop fucking with my stuff. Out of there. Ow, ow, ow. Get out. Alright. Alright. Sorry, I got a hole in my wall I still have to patch up, and the cat's getting awful close. I had to measure out some stuff earlier. Well, YouTube fucking sucks, and I haven't been able to get a stream through without getting kicked off in weeks. So I don't know what the fuck's up. It has something to do with the computer. I've tried a whole bunch of different shit, but it is what it is. So I don't know. Sure sucks since I do streaming every fucking week. Of course, I'm gonna have fucking problems with that shit and just randomly have my webcam just turns off. So I get kicked out. It says it's something to do with my internet connection at some point, because it says my connection's unable to connect, and then it turns off my webcam, and then I just have to restart it. I've tried looking up a video just now to see if anybody has anything on that, and no. A new computer would be great, but what are you gonna do? Maybe I should try a different browser. I'm on Chrome. Apparently, every time I switch to something, it's 10, 20 years old. So maybe a new browser. I'm not sure what will fix this, but whatever. We'll do what we can. Worst comes to worst, I don't know. Because it's hard to do streaming. I think that single-handedly fucked up my fucking 420. Streaming on 420. Hey, Alec, what are we smoking? We're about to be smoking some white champagne wax. Forget what it's made with, but it's really good. Usually, last time I smoked it, I was coughing and dying. I don't know if I was just having a sore throat or what. But so, yeah, I don't know. God damn it, cats, get out of there. Hey, Ziggy. Yeah, stop. God damn it, stop going into the mysterious hole in the wall. Pissing me off. Alright. Trying to get into trouble. These cats are getting in trouble. So, maybe, like I said, a new web browser might be a good place to start. Or something. I don't fucking know, dude. I have so many problems with fucking computers and shit like that. And they are like simple problems that don't make any fucking sense. Like, I got all these security cameras at my house, and none of them will connect to my Wi-Fi. They all are like, your Wi-Fi password's wrong. I'm like, it works for everything else I have. And then, like, people who are really good at computers always come over and they're like, yeah, I'll fix it. I'll take a look at it. And fucking, then they get here and they're like, yeah, your shit's like fucking really fucked up. I mean, that shouldn't happen. If I could tell you how many times I've had a professional, my car right now is fucking up. I get kicked off of Bluetooth constantly. And the fucking people at the dealership, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's just, have you tried YouTube? Look at it. I'm like, yes, I fucking looked at YouTube and fucking tried all that shit. You fucking dumb fucks. I don't know. Sometimes when I look at how things are designed and how computers are manufactured to just fucking destroy themselves in 5 to 10 years, or your phone is made to just completely shit out the day you pay for it, like, it completely destroys my faith in humanity. That shit has gone downhill. We just fucking fuck up on shit like that. So, I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to figure out this fucking what keeps kicking me off of here, which I thought I had done. But the fact that I just got kicked off again, god damn it. means whatever fix I thought I had done is gone. Alec, nothing is built to last anymore. It's not, and it's a shame. It's a shame because the people making those items that are built to be thrown into a garbage pile, they're the reason that this planet's all fucked up. Granted, me and you buy those products, but we're in a world where if you don't have a computer, you're pretty fucked. You know what I mean? If you don't have a smartphone, you're pretty fucked. But rather than building smartphones that last 30 years and can constantly be upgraded or something, they make literally 2 phones a year, like of the same model and shit like that, like upgrades. It's just a shame, you know. We do all these things that, I don't know. Corporations always try to push the buck. You know what I mean? It's your fault. You need to recycle. Never mind that we make all this shit that's so hard to fucking recycle in the first place. Could be easily made in a way that's more eco-friendly and this and that, but it's your fault. You need to recycle more. Make sure you do your part, and if you don't, you're just a fucking horrible person. I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't do any of this shit. You know, it's like, oh, make sure, you know, don't waste water. I'm like, motherfuckers, I'm not a golf course. I'm not someone keeping a green ass fucking lawn all year round because it's fucking social status. That's fucking stupid. That's a waste of water. If I want to fucking have a hot tub to relax, because if I don't, I'm gonna fucking lose it, you know, one of the few luxuries, then maybe that's something I want to do. Billy Bong, the hell happened? Dude, I've just been bitching about this for like the last 10 minutes. My shit just keeps cutting out all the time, and it's really starting to piss me off. Because I do so much live streams. How the fuck am I supposed to, of all the things, like I said, to fuck with me? It's always things that matter the most, or not matter the most, but fuck with me the most. So here's to the little things. You know what I mean? When they're all going good, you don't notice them. But when they go wrong, they're the things that drive you up the fucking wall. Oh, yeah. Woo! But we're back. I don't know why I keep getting kicked off. I like to pretend that there's a conspiracy against me on YouTube. On YouTube. But the fact is, whoa! Billy Bond, we can make hemp plastics that degrade in 6 months versus plastic that degrades over 400 years. And like I said, but it's your fault. It's your fault for buying this shit. I'm like, motherfuckers, fuck you people. Corporations have sold this planet's soul for a fucking buck. And the thing that I don't like, I have no kids. I don't want kids. I don't like you, anybody's kids. Your kids is what I was going to say, because I don't. Fuck your kids. Fuck everybody's kids. If they're a kid, fuck them. Fuck them to death. Not exactly how I mean it, but you know what I mean. I don't like children. I don't care about this. The problem is I don't like people, so I'm not interested in like what good they're gonna do for our next generation, because this planet's fucked and the people are fucked and your kids are fucked. Shut the fuck up. But that being said, most of the people who do the shit that has detrimental effects on the fucking planet for the rest of the, you know what I mean? They're so into their family line. You know, these people who rule the fucking world, these Rothschilds or whatever the fuck, and all these douchebag people who fucking control shit, their family line is so important, and that son's gonna get fucking billions of dollars when I die and not have to pay a goddamn cent in taxes because I lobbied against that shit. They're so in love with themselves that their kids are such an extension of themselves that they try. But I'm like, you're the one who's selling them a fucking horrible future. You know, you're the one who's fucking making his. It's like you're handing them fortunes by taking away the fortunes of everyone else. And I mean that as in like the land and air and water. But whatever. I'm so anti-corporation, so anti-authority. And unfortunately, you just don't fit in this world if not. You know, I usually fall under the whole anarchist thing when I start saying that. And everyone hates those people. And it's like, good, fucking we hate you too. That's the point, is the planet's fucked up. And every time you guys get into a group and try to do something, you fuck it up. Every single time. One-on-one, we're great. But if there's like 100 of you motherfuckers, you fucking decide to kill somebody for some stupid reason because it was protecting, you know. It's all about collect and grab. And I hate it. Devin. Lol. Lol. Alec, I just want to smoke and enjoy floating on this rock. Yeah, no shit. I just want to take a little nug of my herb and get the whole world high. I think that's a good way to do it. Which is why I'm surprised that pot's becoming as legal as it has been. It seems like it's such a connecting, unifying force. But, you know, they're legalizing pot for you to smoke. But how much have you seen those plastics come out? You know, when I see Coca-Cola, fucking, and Bic, when I see Bic say we're not making plastic anymore, it's destroying the earth, we're moving to hemp, it's legal, it's the best thing out for us, it's the only way to save not just ourselves, but every other fucking species that's destroying, which is a very vast number of them. When I see that happen, I'll do the slow nod and clap. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I'm just not holding my breath. Wouldn't it be awesome if Mother Nature could attack the bad people? And maybe it does. Yeah, but you know what? Something tells me that we are very, very connected. And that's something that people forget, dude. When you do something fucked up, that means I did something fucked up. When fucking that group over there does something fucked up, we all did something fucked up. When that group hates that group, we're all hating that group. And we're all being hated. Well, that shit's connected, dude. And also, if you're a planet, do you think that when you're if you're looking at an anthill, do you fucking separate the two? Well, that ant bit me, but that ant walked right over my hand and walked away. Well, no, I'm gonna crush the whole fucking pile, is what most people fucking end up saying. So we're all in this way together. You do hallucinogenics, you find that out real fast. Alec, do you roll tree or prefer dabs more? I definitely prefer flower. I'm a flower man through and through. I like dabbing, though, a lot, too. They just have different places. You know what? So I buy really cheap flour, and it sucks, but I'm broke. Like, this year has destroyed me. Speaking of fucking how culture has just ruined another life. Now, I'm hurting for money financially just to pay bills and get high. So I grow my own pot, but that's still just starting. I think I've done 2 harvests. One was fucked, and the other was like one tiny plant. So it was fine for one tiny plant. So that being said, I buy the cheapest pot I can. I literally just called yesterday. No, maybe the last few days. I was calling all of the dispensaries around me, asking a pretty simple question. Where do the prices of your ounces start at? Just where do they start at, you know? I ended up getting an average of $150 for starting price on an ounce. So I'm like, okay, well, do you have any like popcorn buds? That would be another thing I'd say to all of them. I'm like, that's your ounces. What's your popcorn? Like, and they usually call it shake. But there's 2 types of shake. There's popcorn shake, and then there's shake. Shake literally is leaves. Just the shit that fell off, and it sucks. You can usually get that for like $50, $30 an ounce. Popcorn nugs, I've had some insane luck with. So, Billy Bong, I want to make hemp water bottles. That's my goal. It'd be cool. I've seen them done, and I've seen them biodegrade and shit. It's cool. The problem is like I said, it starts at the big corporations and works down. They have all the money. They have all the power. They're the lobbyists. If they wanted to change things, it would change. But they just want your change. Mickey D, I'm back. Good call. Alec, shaky shake. Yeah, no shit. So yeah, so you can get straight up shake, and that sucks. So whenever I ask them, where is your flour start at, or do you have any popcorn shake? Popcorns are just little tiny nugs, little. um, I've had some crazy good luck with popcorn shake in the past, where like they're got their top shelf shit, and they're like, yeah, no one wants to buy these little nugs, so they're going for like. This is what I bought some for recently, but it sucked. So I ended up buying an ounce, 2 ounces of popcorn nugs from a place called Light Shape Dispensary in Denver, and people were actually pretty nice. The price was $160 out the door practically. So I mean, for price for 2 ounces, and they're nugs and they look good, but they smell and taste like fucking real low grade bud. But I'm broke. That being said, this is why I'm going back to what you were saying if I like flower or dabs. I'm really obsessed with smoking. So I like buying a whole lot of pot to roll joint after joint with. That's why I did that. I bought 2 ounces of mediocre pot because I'm smoking all the time if possible. Then I try to grab like an ounce of dab somewhere along the line. So when I really want to get stoned because this fucking trash pot is just not doing the trick, I'll do a dab, and that usually between the two, I get my smoking from my flower, and I get my highs from my dabbing usually. If I had it my way, I would probably strictly roll up fucking some good shit, and every now and then probably just dab for the show and do rosin and solventless dabbing. I'm still really into an idea of getting that back. I want to start a company, but if you know any extremely rich people who would be willing to invest with a fucking stoner of my recommendations or whatever, I have no credentials. Yeah, get at me, bro. We'll fight, and if I win, we're totally starting a company. Mickey D's. Shit's always way better for some reason. I think more terps as well. I usually buy popcorn buds. I've had some ridiculously good luck with popcorn buds. Like I said, I've had this one time where he's like, dude, this is our top shelf best buds, but no one wants it because they're teeny tiny. I'm like, I already knew. I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely take that. I'm like, dude, this is fucking really good. The problem is popcorn buds usually sell out really fast. These popcorn buds I'll go grab some and we'll roll up a joint after I'm done cleaning this out. It looks good. If I show you, it looks good, but it kind of has like a hay or barney or straw kind of smell. Like sometimes pot gets that, and I don't even know what the fuck happens to make it do that, but it's just not very good. I don't know. Shit's happening, and it's just been changing. Breaking the silence. Damn right we are. You're breaking silence. I'm breaking the silence. Because if silence is gold, then us chatting is platinum. What's the number of plants you're allowed to grow in Denver? 12. Without a medical card. So here's the deal. And I recently found out about this for sure because I was going to start okay, yeah. So I was going to try and grow more, make it growing a big thing, but I just can't where I'm living. I don't have any more room, is the thing. So I thought about building an outside greenhouse, growing in there, and I wanted to do it legit, so I found out the laws and everything about that. Here's the straight up rule on your question. Every resident over 21 can grow 6 plants of cannabis for their own use. If you have 2 people living in a residence, those 2 people can both grow 6 plants and grow a total of 12 plants for that household. But if you have a third, that no longer applies. 12 is the cap, no matter how or what you do. As a medical patient, if you have a serious problem, so as a medical patient like I am, even if I live by myself, I can grow 12 plants. When you're applying, they ask if you'd like to apply for more plants, but they say right on there, like, for example, cancer patients, like there's certain people who are allowed more and they have serious problems. I thought about doing that, but 6 to 12 plants is fine with me for now. The other option is you can become a caregiver for other people. That's why a lot of these dispensaries want you to become their member When you sign your membership over to them, that means they're growing plants for you. You just gave them 6 more plants that they're allowed to grow. So if they have thousands of people sign up, that's 6,000 more plants that they could grow. The problem is it's like a fucking, I think, what, $400,000 permit to even start that application. So they make sure that me and you have a little bit of a hard time to actually do that, which is bullshit, because pot's not legal, it's just regulated. Alec, have you ever used Elements papers, and what's your take and opinion? I like Elements papers, and they are owned by Raw. I didn't know that, but Raw and Elements, and I thought they were similar, and I've exchanged the two when I'm like, oh, they don't have this or they don't have that, I'll try that. I used to smoke Elements first, to be honest, and then at some point, I became fucking vegan, and I'm like, oh, what? And then I saw Raw's said vegan on the pack, and I'm like, well, but I didn't realize that Elements and Raws are essentially the same thing with different branding. And Elements have, I mean, they're different, but they're the same guy who owns them. Josh, whatever his fuckface is, he's a cool guy. From Raw, he's not a fuckface. He built a mask with a little hole in it, but he's not a fuckface. He'd have to be like Mini-Me. Mark, or Nick. I mixed the maker with the Nick, and he became Mark. Sent proof that I'm watching you on VR on Instagram. It's sick as fuck. That's kind of cool. I'll get some pics of the house, too. That'd be cool, too. Man, them Raw papers are harsh. I do not like the cones. I don't like the cones of Raws. So my girlfriend likes OCD or OCB. I always forget. I think it's OCD papers. And they are very, very similar to Raws, but they're a little thinner and a little less harsh. I like those. Those are my probably second favorite or favorites. But if you get the Raw black extra thins, they're even finer and even nicer than they're probably the nicest ones I've smoked out. But I have hundreds of these. Oh man, I'm freaking out. I'm like, shit, I just heard a disconnect. I've been kicked off of my fucking stream so many times now. I'm like, great, what now? Mickey D, remember those clear papers? So I didn't realize this, but so I think those Juicy J's made clear papers, I believe, for a while. And then there's these brands called Tornadoes. Juicy J's, also owned by Raw. Raw, fucking the guy who owns Raw is like a super business aficionado. He's an entrepreneur extraordinaire. He's been in all that. I didn't realize it until I started following him on Instagram, and so does everyone else because he's got like 1 million fucking subscribers. But he talks about that. Yeah, he owns Juicy J's. He owns Elements. There's like 3 or 4 other papers that the dude from Raw owns. So you're all giving the same guy money. He seems awesome though. I mean, yeah, he does. He just seems like a genuinely nice guy. Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about him or his company. I started getting into Raw a long time ago, like I said, for different reasons. They were not popular, as popular anyway. Breaking Silence. Thanks for that info. Here in Michigan, it's 12 plants with or without a med card. So yeah, it's 6 plants per person. You can grow 12 plants. You need, every time you have become a caregiver, I believe you can gain their 6 plants. So every time someone, which I've thought about doing, getting a couple of, that's what I was going to do, is get more. Ashley B, taking hits with you. Hell yeah. Cheers. We're going to roll up a joint of that stuff I was just talking about, and keep on taking a whole bunch of low temp dabs of this really good champagne wax. All right, but yes, so I was thinking about getting a whole bunch of people to make me their, and this still could happen, especially if I got a house and some land. I live in a little 2-bedroom fucking trailer, but I own it, and I have a little bit of yard, but they won't let me do what I want to do. You have to own your own property. It has to be gated. It has to be this and that. Anyway, but I was gonna get a bunch of people to make me their caregivers, make me their caregiver, and grow a whole shitload of plants. But yeah, space is what it is. But I got into looking at all the exact details of how to do that. I technically could just, when I reapply for my medical card, ask for more plants. It sounds like it's not unusual for them to just be like, okay, well, whatever you're already getting it for, you can get more. So sure. So I don't know. I'll fucking figure it all out. Right now, I'm thinking a lot more about concentration. I'm concentrating more about extraction. Alec, it's okay, man. Me and my girlfriend only own a deconstructed bus we're converting into to live in a mobile home. So I mean, I have a nice trailer. I'm not saying it's bad. When people hear trailer, that's why I don't usually say it. The worst part about living in a trailer is saying that you live in a trailer. Because people, I like my grandma when I said, "Oh, I bought myself a trailer," and she literally thought it had like a steering wheel and like an RV, like a mobile home, which is fine. I mean, I couldn't do it because I have too much ambition to go bigger, and it's not like go bigger like I want 12 rooms, but I want 12 rooms in a mansion. Not like other people to just throw my expensive shit I'll never use in there and I had a girlfriend who came from like a wealthy ass family, like a 10-bedroom house, and she was a single, like there's two kids and one lived in another state. So she was by herself with a single father who was like dating people. Was he dating people? He might have had a wife by then, or someone. But anyway, so it's just her and her dad. 10-bedroom, and he was a salesman, so he'd be out all the time. She's like, you have no idea what it's like to live in a house with 10 bedrooms and they're all closed off and you're a little kid, and it sounded kind of horrible. Like weird or she didn't like it, and I don't blame her, and it sounded very weird. And I'm like, why would you need that many empty fucking rooms just to have a fucking social status of look at my big ass house? When I said 26 mansion, that's because I want a fucking grow room that takes up like half corridor and turn into like a giant studio to shoot fucking awesome videos and interviews, and a studio to make music and have people come over and do live streams. Like I never stop expanding on what I want to do. Like until I own my own fantasy factory, I'm gonna keep fucking building that shit. I don't want empty rooms. The fuck is wrong with you people? Fucking get a mansion with empty rooms. All right. Mickey D, I'm watching the new Mortal Kombat while watching your stream. So I didn't have a strong feeling about Mortal Kombat one way or the other on the new movie. I used to love Mortal Kombat up until like PS2, like because that was the last gen. Like I skipped out for a while. I mean, I played and beat every single one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 64. Fucking, I forget what they were called. I beat all the like newer generation ones on those like old consoles now. Really loved it. I just stopped playing video games. So it had nothing to do with Mortal Kombat. But I'm like, I don't really care if there's a movie I want to see. I saw the trailer. It looked like a fucking, oh, look at you. Come here. Show everybody your amazing t-shirt. I got the dog a t-shirt. It was great. But the new trailer looked really sick. It looked like a horror movie fighting. It looked like a kung fu horror movie. And I'm like, okay, just gory as shit. I'm like, that's what we all want to see. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch the new Mortal Kombat in a heartbeat. Nick, show them the dope ass setup. I don't have my. Oh, I do have my phone. All right. Oops. What do we got here? All right. Someone send me some. Oh yeah, everybody can send me Instagram stuff, and I usually share. Mickey D, it's really fucking good. I have 11, and it's really good too. So I mean, all the Mortal Kombats looked awesome. Games, I'm saying. I just haven't had a new console in forever. Now I have a computer I can probably play them on. I got a couple of stuff. Oh yeah, that is pretty sick, huh? Got the nice. Got the king's crib. Ah, look at the duck. That's really weird. The VR house, yeah. I like the rubber duck and the gun on the table. Yeah, that's got to be trippy, dude. That's kind of cool. I think that's cool. So, oh, that's awesome. So those pedals that you got right there, I was gonna get those exact same pedals for this one. They're $89 a piece. I can tell you your pedals are about $200, and then your kit looks perfect. That kit looks so cool, and your kid looks so happy. Sorry, I don't even want to. That puts smiles in my heart, buddy. That right there. Mickey D, I sent you a picture of my daughter playing drums. That's sick. Those pedals are exactly what I was looking. Do you like those? You're someone that's crazy that I know someone who owns the exact pedals I want. Do you like them? Are they dope? Do you feel like you could double bass the shit out of them if you wanted to? Or because I'm guessing you have it set with a hi-hat, and your bass drum. But I usually like to just close my hi-hat permanently, even on my E drums, and then double bass drum if I can. Because I like just double bass drums. I want to get so good at double bass drums. All right. Okay. I get this exact same fucking message over and over again. Hey, we're looking for brand ambassadors and models. Usually it says 420 in there. Send a message to our main account. I don't even have anybody fucking following me on Insta. I have like what? Let's see here. Oh, hey, yeah. Ooh, only a island. Ooh, I like that though. Okay, perfect. All right. Alec, do you have an oldest piece or most sentimental? I remember when I broke my first ever pipe. It was a sad day. I definitely do. I even have a whole video on it on my channel. If you look it up, it's just put in Chong Bong, and it's right there. I smoked out of it for 420. So what? A few days ago. I don't know. My date's not up on my fucking calendar. So whatever day it is, I smoked out of it on 420, and I only smoke out of it. Apparently, I've smoked out of it twice in 2 years on 420 and 420. It's my sentimental piece. I got it in 2003, so it's also probably my oldest piece I still have, or competitor might have. My oldest piece actually. Fuck, where is it? This is the old. Here it is. All right. You want to see the first pipe I ever bought? What year would this be? You're getting on 20 years now. I was like 15. So not quite 20 years, but almost 20 years ago. Screw that on. Fuck. Of course it won't. Anyway, I'll just hold it sideways. But I really like those pedals. It's a hi-hat and a bass drum. Yeah. I want to get another crash cymbal for the fourth tom, which would be cool too. Yeah, it'd be cool. That's why I got what I got. I can upgrade piece by piece, and also literally just sits here, so I can sit at my computer studio. I got a piano right here, over just out of range, full size 88 key bass. I have everything I need in the swivel. You know what I mean? And I can record them all. So I'm super stoked on this little drum set I got, and it was only $120, $150 maybe. Anyway, fun fact: I am related to Violent J. Oh, Mr. D. I feel if you're hello. Nothing. How's it going? Pretty good. How about you? I'm actually doing the stream right now. No, because you're. Yeah, I just want to say you're now. You're live. Okay, well, yeah, of course. Well, I'll tell everyone that. But yeah, if you want, I'll give you a call here in a little bit. Sound sounds good, buddy. All right, buddy. All right, bye. Nice guy. Rarely do I ever answer the. I think that's the only time I've ever answered the phone on the show. But some people need it. Chubbs Dubs. Fun fact: I'm related to Violent J. That's cool. Um, yeah. Uh, I've always stayed a pretty big fan. So, but that's good. Fuck, I feel like I'm just now waking up. I was took a nap and I never do that. Kelly, hi, I've been trying to watch the broadcast for like an hour now. Yeah, fucking and two whoops. Uh yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad they're getting back to where they were. I feel like they're starting to re-establish themselves pretty well. That whole area. Anyway, it is what it is. Um, Kelly, tell whoever is on the phone I say hi. Yes, everyone will gets everyone gets one. Um, let's see here. Oh man, it's so warm in here. Now I got a cat on me. I gotta lose this fucking jersey is what I gotta do. Uh, yeah, don't know why I threw on a hockey jersey on a fucking hot ass day, but it's what happened. It's what happened, and that's what we're going with. So everyone say hi to Ziggy, by the way. This is my cat Ziggy. He's he's a super pimp. I like to think that he got some of like Sean Connery in him when Sean Connery passed. He like ghosted himself and then infused himself into this cat. So if this was an animated movie, he'd start talking in Sean Connery's voice. These are just the things that help me get through my day. Anyway, I was talking about because he looks good. Hey Ziggy, he's Sean Ziggery. Sean Ziggery. Anyway, I was saying, so I'm like 15 years old. I'm driving to, God, where was I driving? Greeley. I think it was Greeley, which is a ghetto ass fuck. It's the middle of nowhere in Colorado for me compared to where I'm at now. I feel like it's the middle of nowhere. It smells like cow shit, or at least on the way it does. Uh, Billy Bong, you have an incoming messages on Instagram from the big giant head. Nice. We got some more Insta stuff. Yeah, anyone can send me Insta stuff. I put my fucking shit on there. I like pot pictures, cat pictures. Those are the best to share. Dog pictures. I like dogs. Anyway, I'm like 15 years old. I'm driving to whatever, Greeley. So I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Stop biting me. Stop biting me. Oh, nice. Look at the size of those Shivas. Look at the buds, Zig. Look at the buds. Monster Daddy beginning to flower. Nice. Ziggy, don't attack my face. Stop attacking my face. Stop eating my hair. Nice looking plants. Nice looking plants. Ziggy, I'm gonna fucking smash your face with my face. Hey. cleaned up nice on the bottom. Looking good. Ugh. Stop fucking attacking my face. I'll take a cab to that. No shit. Chubbs, what about a cat lying in a pile of bud? What about it? You mean my cats all the time if I leave bud out anywhere? Alec, do I use Reddit? I haven't. I've only like looked up stuff when I have a question. Sometimes I'll get sent to Reddit to be like, look at this, and they're talking or answering this problem that you're asking a question to. Would you stop? All right. It's really hard to show you this awesome thing. Can't tell if that repeated, but here, we got another one. We got another one? There we go. Ah, look at those frosty Shivas. What we got here? A cannabis hunter. These frosty Shivas right here. We're sneaking up on them at night because you sneak up on them on the day and they'll get you. Kelly, I'll take a dab to that. Okay. I was going to take a cab to this shit. I agree with the first one. Nice looking room there. See, and that's what I mean. If I had a full room to work with, that's what you should do. Right now I got my shit so maxed out. There's some pretty ones. Look at that Shiva right there. Look at the colas. Alec, I'm heading out. Fun smoking with y'all. Good call, buddy. It's good smoking with all of you guys. Thanks for joining me. Oh, my cat attacks my fucking face and puts his tail in my hash. This cat, sometimes, he'll push you to the limit. Push it to the limit. All right. Anyway, I was talking about it. I bought this pipe when I was like 15 at a head shop. I went in. We randomly parked in front of a head shop, which was what was crazy. And the person I was with that drove us to, or like the person I was with, their aunt, it'd be their aunt, drove us to Greeley. And then we randomly pulled up in front of a head shop. And they went like across the street to grab something. And I'm sitting there, I'm like 15, and I'm like, fuck it, dude, let's try and go in there. I'm gonna like just like look around, I'm gonna buy something. And I'm looking in there, I just see this little pipe, this one right here. And I'm like, I'll just take that. Okay, wrap it up. That'll be whatever, 15 bucks or whatever, 10 bucks it was. And I was like 15. Definitely looked probably 15 too. I don't think I looked that much older. What, I looked like 17? Definitely didn't look 18, but he definitely sold it to me. I bought that shit. It's the first pipe I've ever bought, and it's going on almost 20 years now. So I know that's yeah, doing good. So maybe 2001-ish or somewhere in there. I can't remember. Yeah, it'd be late 2001, early 2002. I got my Chong Bong in 2003. Kelly, I love Ziggy. He's all up in your face. He's obsessed with licking my fucking beard and trying to fucking like groom my beard and like rip out my fucking hair. And he's obsessed with people. He's also obsessed with food recently too. I switched my food to Purina Beyond or some shit like that, and that cat is fucking obsessed with food now. Every time I stand up, he runs to his food. Every time I go anywhere, if I walk out the door, but I mean, I guess that's a good thing. But he's also obsessed with being like on your lap 24/7. He's just super clingy. There's 5 cats in this house, and I'd say 3 of them are ridiculously clingy, and the other 2 are just kind of clingy. Kelly, closer look at the pipe. I couldn't see it. So it's kind of hard to see. It's a metal pipe. Normally the pipe's facing up, but for some reason, like, there we go. It's kind of, yeah. Let's see, can I turn the light a little bit? So it's like made out of like clay or something. And it's got a little stamp in there. It was originally silver, so I added on the black parts. So the only part that's super OG, I probably still have the parts, but I don't know which parts are which. But yeah, that pipe or whatever, it's just, you know, just a little, literally, that's just that pipe. Like you screw on shit with. But yeah, super OG. That right there is the OG pipe. I can't believe I have it. Is one of the few things I've ever been able to hold on to for like 20 years. And that's stoner related. Crazy. Billy Bong, I remember walking into the liquor store at 17 and buying beer. I had a full in buying beer. I had a full beard though. I bought a beard from a liquor store. 17. I had this little tiny patch. Like I usually just grow the goatee, and that started very early on. But when I look at pictures, I'm like, yeah, I had that, but it was pretty clear that I couldn't grow like a super full beard. I'm glad I can now, I guess, but it took a minute. I used to walk to the liquor store that's actually really close to me now. Used to walk to this liquor store with a friend every fucking day for like months, 6 months or something. We would go, like, if not every day, every other day to a liquor store and get fucking smokes and beers and all this shit. I remember my friend, you know, took off or whatever. He wasn't around for some reason, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go down the street and just buy a beer. I'm there every day. I'll just say, hey, I know that guy. Say hey every day, and fucking sure shit, fucking I could just go into that liquor store at, like, again, maybe 17, 18 at the oldest, probably like 16. I'm thinking right in there. And hey, buy 40s. I was buying 40s and shit. It was cool that they just, it worked out well. Kelly, you ever smoke your weed in, wait, you smoke weed and your hair smells like it, and the weed to the cat smells like catnip. No shit. I just got catnip locks. Kelly, nice. I wish I could keep a pipe that long. No shit. 20 years. That's bitching, man. Fucking, that's not normal. I've gone through hundreds. Shit, I've broken a bunch this year. Oh, this fucking thing's got to come off. Every now and then, this cheap-ass ring, this needs to become just like a decoration. I just need to stop wearing it. It was like made of crappy metal, and it's getting all thinned out, and it scrapes up my shit and turns my hand all fucking a different color now. So we're retiring this. This was a badass thing. I got it in a great store, but wearing it every day for about 2 years is about all we can handle. So now it's a permanent up piece. Sandy, hi, my excellent friends. No shit. Just joining the stream. We'll do a spin for you right now, Sandy. Just joining the stream. I didn't get to see your 420 Venom. I know. I noticed. I hope it went well. And yeah, I get that you had streaming issues, but was it fun anyway? Sorry. Other than the streaming issues, it went okay, but I had fun. It's not that I didn't have fun, but it was extremely frustrating. This 420, at one point I had, I think, the most people on I've ever had. I had like 25, 30 people, which, you know, nothing crazy, but that's pretty big for me. You know, it's double my normal amount. And I really enjoyed it. I was having fun. You get kicked off. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, the one time fucking, like, 420 is a good day for me to stream, you know, and be on. And, like, that video, there's like 750 views that, like, fucking within a day. I'm like, oh, cool. Too bad it's me bitching about getting kicked off. That's the problem. What I've learned is when bad things happen, that sucks. But what really sucks is no one wants to see you bitch and moan about it. Doggy, come here. Hop up. Phoenix. She's too excited. I really want to show you the cool t-shirt I bought her. But I had fun. You guys make it fun. I just hope it wasn't too unentertaining. And like I said, because I'm just bitching. Come here, Phoenix. Hop up. There's the Phoenix. Look at the t-shirt she got. Look at that t-shirt. Ooh, let's get you a treat. Oh, she's like, she's too good. She's like, I need to eat this very politely. I got the dog some sushi rolls. You want to show the t-shirt for everybody to see? She's like, no, not really. I just want to eat sushi rolls. You're so cute. You're so cute. Oh, you're giving me sushi kisses. Oh. Oh. Oh, let's see. You want to show everybody? What if you hop up this way? I'm knocking everything over. Here, hop up. There you go. All right. There's the t-shirt. That's a good view of it. Oh, well, you saw it. That was the t-shirt. It's officially there. Yeah. One more. Three's all the sushi rolls you get tonight, little lady. Oh, crunchy, crunchy. Cutest dog ever. But the cat is not amused. All right. Oh, no. Who broke things? I'm missing stuff. All right. Kelly, I just broke mine this morning. A pipe. Dude, and lapping it is how I've broken the most. Leaving it in your lap and standing up, that's the #1 way I've lost them. In a car, usually. So you get out and it's the fucking cement and shit. Billy Bong, do you remember when they used to have cartons of cigarettes on the shelves? Wait, cartons of cigarettes on the shelves at cigarette stores. It was like candy bars. We used to take cartons left and right. And I was like 11 at the time. No, I don't remember that. I thought you were talking about candy cigarettes for a minute. I have a pack of candy cigarettes up here. Somewhere there's a pack. Old school pack of King's Candy cigarettes. Boom. Anyway. Sandy, Bowie. Yeah, I got her the Bowie. I figured it fits. I got a cat named Ziggy. Get her the Bowie one. Kelly, is that a little queen? Oh, it's a heart. Oh, it looks like a queen with a thing. The first time I've seen your dog, she's adorable. Yeah, I love her. She's the best. Phoenix is a great dog. Yeah, I don't like sleeping in a bed if I can't know that the dog she's by my feet all the time. And usually she's just the best, dude. I've become so attached to that dog. It's stupid. Billy Bong, spoiled. Yeah, no shit. Owen Hart's with us, everybody, in spirit. And Owen H is here as well. We keep him here. Sandy, Bowie's the shit. I'm a big Bowie fan. I think Bowie was one of the few people who could progressively make a new album, reinvent himself over and over again. Like all these old classic bands I listen to. I mean, I got a lot of people at my work who are like, I listen to classic rock and I love it all the time. And I'm like, yeah, but what have they done? Dude, what have they done in the last 30 years besides write on the fucking songs that they wrote when they were young and actually had inspiration? You know, if you get rich and you just give up, you can fuck off, dude. You know what I mean? But if you keep making new music and progressing, then awesome. I'm not saying don't ever play your old music again, but, you know, there's very few people who kept up the progressive artistic development that he did, and he did it so fucking good. Bowie's been a hero of mine long before he passed away. My cat's 18 now, and he's fucking named Ziggy after Bowie. Like, Bowie, that was a hard one. That was one of the biggest losses I've had in a long time. Mickey D, I'm a big Owen Hart fan. To be honest, I was a big Bret Hart fan, and they, I don't really remember that. Well, I remember there's Anvil Hart, Owen Hart. You remember Anvil Hart? Because there was 3. Bret, Owen, and Anvil. And I was a huge Bret Hart fan when I was a little kid. By the time I was 10, my parents split up. I moved out of my house. I no longer had cable. And I think that was pretty much the end of wrestling and pretty much my childhood stuff. You know what I mean? From that point on, I discovered that growing up as fast as I could was as beneficial to me as possible. You know, still working on it. Haven't exactly accomplished it, but around that time, Jim the Anvil Nineheart. Did I mess that up? Huh. Okay, see, I was a little kid. Apparently I didn't know that guy. Davy Boy Smith was in the Heart Foundation. Okay, it was just the Heart Foundation. Okay. Jim, okay, that's making more sense. As well, the British Bulldog was awesome too. He was super cool. I did like all those old school were good, but apparently I fucked that up. The other two were married into the family. Okay. I'm like, I thought they were. I was a little kid. I just hear my cat. Well, I'm glad Mickey D's here with us. Fucking setting us straight on that fucking old school wrestling shit. Wrestling. I need to grab some weed and we'll roll up a blunt. How's that sound, everybody? We'll get just a little blunted. What's that new song on the radio? Sounds kind of classic. If that's a serious question, I wouldn't have an idea. Kelly, when Sting died, I stopped watching WWE. He did die, didn't he? I don't know. I didn't even really don't really remember. Sting was pretty cool, but he wasn't in it. I was already done watching it by the time Sting got into the WWE. He was in some WCW, I think, when I saw any Sting. And I never watched WCW. Honestly, I only watched WWF. If that puts a time and date on everything, I literally have never really watched the WWE. I don't know. Mickey D, I watch a lot of old school wrestling these days. Sting didn't die. He's on AEW. See, that's why I'm like, I didn't remember that, but I don't know. I like the movie The Crow. He didn't join WWE until 2016. See, and that was, yeah, I'm talking by the year 2000, I stopped watching wrestling for sure. But I've always to this day have had friends who are super into wrestling. My friend at work, you know, he's a pretty nice dude, really into wrestling. He goes to the wrestling like live. They do like wrestling shows and shit up until this last year. I bet they're gonna start coming out with again. And dude, he was a part of it. He was backstage stuff because he's not a huge wrestler guy like I wouldn't be. I don't know how much of a stage persona I would present. I'm not huge, you know. I don't know if that's a requirement, but anyway, I'm guessing it is to be a wrestler, to be able to throw people around. And anyway, the point is I've always known people into it. So I did watch a little through them. So I always kind of saw stuff, but I lost all storyline. I lost everything. And then when I did watch it, I was like 10 years old and under. So I was kind of, just liked it because it was wrestling. I don't know how into the story I was or understood as a kid. And plus you go back and watch some of those old school wrestling fucking like storylines and you're like, what the these people are fucking nuts. No, you can't have the dog Sushi. You can't have that dog Sushi. You can say hello to everybody. Come here. Why don't you say hello to all the nice people? Come here. We miss you. We miss the panda. The panda. Oh, we got a panda in the house. She's making herself scarce. Anyway. All right, let's get some bud. Let's get a blunt. Roll that blunt. Smoke that blunt. Do a dab. Oh, yeah. And we're on the boomstick for Sandy because why not? Let's just fucking completely obliterate ourselves and roll a blunt, do a dab, and smoke a bowl all at the same time. Sound like a plan? Do you remember Celebrity Smackdown, the cartoon? That I do remember. That was a great show. They tried bringing it back, I thought, a few years ago, and it just didn't work out, which I'm like, I don't know. I think that would still be good, although I don't know any celebrities nowadays. Still seems like a good idea. Get your ass up here. Come say hello to everybody. All right. Yes, I did like that. And it was kind of claymation, right? Yeah. Hey, no, don't you steal that. Don't you steal that. She likes stealing fucking my little cotton swabs for cleaning stuff. There's a panda. Look at the lioness. Yeah, look at that lioness. Yes. Who's the cutest kitty that's ever lived? Huh? Who is it? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? I think it's you. I think it's you. I think it's you. There's a kitty there, and nobody knows it. Everybody says hello to the kitty. Are you just being cute today? Or are you just deciding to be cute? Oh yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch. Still a great show. There's some really good episodes of that. I thought it was funny as fuck. Kelly, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that was a great show. Hey, you stay out of there. Stay out of that hole. Breaking Silence. I got dropped off some psilocybe stuff a day ago, and I'm getting closer. I dropped off some psilocybe stuff a day ago. Get out of there. I'm getting closer. LOL. Uh-oh. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm reading here. I'm guessing a type of because there's a cubensis, and then I'm guessing there's a bat. Anyway, I'll be right back. Oh. Whatever. Oh, all right. Mickey D, Justin Bieber versus Kanye West would be hilarious. Yeah, I mean, see, they could do new stuff. Again, I'm guaranteeing I won't know a lot of the people. See, yeah, it looks really good, especially in this light and stuff, like the nugs. And this is the popcorn nugs. I mean, they're decent sized nugs. And they look really good. Covered in crystals, like on picture, like in a picture. Can't quite see. I'm like, oh, that's impressively good looking. But the smell isn't there, and the taste isn't there, and it's not super dopey. You know what I mean? But White Shade, place I went to in Denver, they were pretty nice there, and for $160, the price of 1 ounce, I walked out with 2 of these. So you get what you pay for. I know that, but you pay for what you can afford too. So Mickey D, Trump versus Biden. Yeah, they probably would go there. I don't know. I can't think of any offhand big. I don't know celebrities nowadays. Nowadays. I couldn't begin, dude. Young Bliss. What's going on? We're about to roll a joint, do a dab, and smoke a bowl all at the same time. That's what's about to go down. Hopefully all is well with you guys. Shit's okay. I'm fucking dead beat. I'm a deadbeat. But besides that, I'm beat ass, dead, tired. I've been fucking. I loaded up. Fuck, dude. I'm guessing at least like 1,000 fucking pounds of wood today, dude. I was growing mushrooms outside, and shit's fucked up. Breaking silence. Psilocybe cubensis. No, are as ursenses. It came in syringes, the mushrooms. So you got some spore syringes filled with psilocybe. Why don't I just look it up? I'll take a look at what we were growing. I should do it on my phone so we can all look, huh? I'll show everybody what we're talking about here. Because this is how you learn things. You have a world of information in your pocket. In your pocket? And you know what I do with that information? Come on. There we go. Apparently, not enough. Kelly, I'm always token, so yeah, I'll join. Oh, we're joining. Yeah. Apparently, what I do with my time, the last thing I looked up, I'm like, Ricardo Montalban. Montalban. Right. Anyway, all right, so what were we looking at? We are looking at psilocybe, right? Yep. No, not that one. All right, Young Bliss, I'll talk with you. Yeah, I need to get on it. Kelly, I'm also spinning on some THC coffee, about 350 mil. That's pretty good too. Bet. Young says bet. Billy Bong, today's letter is joint, and the number of the day is 3 for how many joints I smoked today. Mickey D, watch porn with it. Oh, the phone thing. God damn it, now I can't find what I'm looking up. Roland, Knighton, yo. I was at work one time, and we were all pretty young too. So I mean, it'd be even worse now, but in a way. But we were all hanging out, and it was me, and I knew everyone at work. We were all smoking back then. Me, my homie, his girlfriend, and this dude that I didn't know too well. And like my homie's girlfriend asked some question, like she's like, "Oh shit, I need to look this up on the web." And my homie, that dude I didn't know very well, he's like, "Yeah, shit, fucking look it up on my phone." Pulls it up, fucking hardcore porn right on the thing. It was just a very awkward moment. She was like, here's your phone back," and like did it in a way where we're just like, oh, okay, yep. Funny times. Anyway, Rollin, good on you. Young, good on you. Kelly, love that song Sesame Street. Love that song Sesame Street. See, I was gonna say that sounded familiar. The how many joints did you smoke today? 3, but I couldn't place it. So if that's a song, that's what it is. All right. God damn it! I need to keep going up. When did Toke take place? Dude, I keep getting fucked with. My cat is literally holding my hand. I'm trying to look up these mushrooms. There we go. So, yeah, it's not a cubensis. It's an azurensis, a variant that contains much higher. So, huh. Neat. Okay, so while it's possible to cultivate psilocybe azurensis, or whatever it is, it's challenging. Fuck you. It's challenging to keep conditions optimal. Instead, it's much easier to use an outdoor cultivation kit to get the ball rolling. And when the spawn is ready to use, You only need to find a suitable outdoor area for your psilocybe as your Enzi's mushroom garden, which sounds awesome. The key to cultivating it is recreating the environment it loves so much. For that, you need a moist patch of land away from any direct sunlight. It's also important to consider the time of year. Okay. So, well, that's kind of cool. So, the way to grow these, and we got some pictures. Let's get some pictures there. I got this cat holding on to my fucking hand here. You don't make anything easy, bud. All right. Young Bliss, I gotta dip out. Good having you on for a minute, though. Sadie, did someone mention Ricardo Gonzalo Pedro Montalban? Fucking Wrath of Khan? Yes, I was looking that up. My girlfriend had never seen him in the original Star Treks as Khan. I was bitching about the new Star Trek because I'm like, I like Benedict Cumberbatch, or whatever his face is, Cumberbatch, but he's not a good Khan. He's not Ricardo Gonzalo Pedro Montalban. And yeah, so and she's like, oh, I really liked him as that. And I'm like, it's not that I don't like him. You know what? Like, he did a great job as fucking Doctor Strange. I think he'll always be Doctor Strange. He did that good. Like, he is Doctor Strange for me. Billy Bong. Chandy, can you tell me how to get to Sensimilia Street? See, yeah, it sounds so familiar. I feel like I'm missing something here. Yes, buddy. Stop holding my hand. All right, so these are those psilocybin mushrooms I'm looking up right now. They're kind of weird and waxy looking. Stop licking my beard. So kind of trippy, but they're definitely more look like an outdoor grow. So let me know how you do on that, because it's challenging to grow those outdoor mushrooms inside. Morels and shiitake, wine cap, all these things. Well, shiitake kind of can grow inside, but yeah. Mickey D, I say cucumber bottom. Yeah, that sounds like, look, Lonok. It's the mighty Lonok saying, hey, it's the mighty Lonok. Jordan, OCB. Yeah, okay. Was I calling them OCD papers? They're still good. They're very high up there. And Jordan says 2 whoops and 2 whoops back to you. We're gonna get things going, and my cat will let me do it. He just sits there and like holds my hand. No, you stop what you're doing. He's a bit of an attention whore, which is fine. Obviously, I am too. Here I am on TV, on the YouTube, calling my cat an attention whore. The irony is not lost on me. Lonok, I'm trying to eat so I can smoke. I'm trying to smoke so I can eat. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. I do one. I smoke because I'm lonely. And I'm lonely because I smoke. No. But no one wants to hang out with me because I smoke. Let's get a nice fresh crutch growing. Let's get... God damn it, I need a little tiny paper. I have hundreds and I can't find them when I need them. Go figure. All right, I guess we'll bust open another pack of smokes. Yeah, OCB is my way to go. But when you have fucking thousands, and I mean thousands of raws, might as well smoke them. You're right about Ricardo. He was a better Khan. Hope you get to show your girlfriend the classic Star Trek episode with Ricardo. So we just watched that classic episode on season 1, Space Seed or some shit like that. And yeah, he's the man. Although, so we were watching it and he's sitting there like being pretty abusive to a girl and, you know, just doing a real head trip and fucking with her. And she's like, well, I can kind of see why they wanted to change that. You know what I mean? In that first episode, he's kind of, it's not very PC, but he's a fucking villain. You know what I mean? They don't need to cut out. I mean, yeah, it's not very PC because you want to dislike that character. You know what I mean? Uh, but Ricardo, he has so much fucking charisma and flair, and but we haven't watched The Wrath of Khan yet, which is where he becomes like that old one. He's still Khan, but the new, he's kind of it's not the same. It is not the same. The Wrath of Khan is awesome. Great movie. Lona, I'm trying to eat so I can smoke. Oh yeah, I read that. Breaking Silence. We'll keep you up to date on the grow. Yeah, what's your growing medium? It says just keep me up to date on it. I'll look it up more. I had a feeling that, yeah, it wasn't cubensis. There's other ones, too, that I've seen. And I probably couldn't fucking pronounce that shit either. The older I get, the less I attempt to pronounce things that I can't. And my brain's fucking stupid. All right. There's that correction. God damn it. Apparently. But yeah, keep me up to date because that's very interesting. I was just reading on there online that it's said to have a higher potency in psilocybin than most cubensis. Personally, I haven't been growing much, but I had such good luck with B plus. You'll hear different types of grows of mushrooms or whatever, regardless of how good or bad they are, and they've been very good for me as well as potency or for potency as well. They'd grow like a maniac, dude. It's crazy. Okay, I just need a card. Is what I need. That's what I need. B pluses is where it's at. That and oyster mushrooms. If you're gonna start growing mushrooms, those two are where it's at. Grow oyster mushrooms and B plus for psychedelics if you're gonna grow them, because both of those grow them fucking selves. Like I didn't realize how well they do. And then, once you got it down, I mean, switch it over to other shit if you want to, but I highly recommend doing those. And it just so happens that B plus also yield crazy. I've grown huge mushrooms with that. And so, you get huge yields. They're as potent as any others that I've noticed. Haven't really had enough research with other ones that I've grown to have people tell me otherwise, but I can tell you for sure that mine are pretty fucking potent. I haven't had any complaints in that department by any means. And yeah. But I have heard that. That's why I have heard that. I literally just read in a slight article that I was thumbing through that they said that they think it has a lot more psilocybin in it. But they also look harder to grow. It says that they grow well outside. It looks like they're a pain. But my biggest thing is I'm starting to run out of room. And not so much for growing anything, but just everything. There's a lot of sanitation and keeping rooms. Like I usually have one room dedicated to be very empty. It was my guest bedroom or my guest bathroom, which has now become like, there's two people living here. So it's kind of nice to have two bathrooms. And I just got too much shit anyway. It got hard to remove everything out because what I would do, because Clorox spray was so hard to find, I bleached the whole room out. Bleach water in the ceiling to floor, every inch of the fucking bathroom I bleach out. So it's like a clean room. I put on a clean suit, cover it, mask, gloves, sanitizer, hand sprays, like everything I touch gets sprayed and touched and double touched with hand sanitizer and sprays or bleach water and shit like that. And I would do a whole bunch of inoculations and fixing shit up. That just has gotten really hard to do now. So, Sandy, yes, Khan evolves by the time of Wrath of Khan. He misses his wife who died, and Kirk left him on SETI Alpha 5. He's fueled for vengeance for her death. How romantic. Well, yeah. So at the end of the first one, my girlfriend's like, he tried to kill everybody, and they drop him off on his own planet. What's the problem? And I didn't want to say anything, so I'll leave her to watch it. But yes, shit gets fucked up. Like, that's almost worse than if they would just sent them all to prison. Especially in fucking the future when it's Starfleet prison or, like, here's your prison. You got a cell. Here's your replicator with everything you want and all the knowledge and games you could ever play on your computer screen. but you're stuck here forever. I'm like, yeah, but it could be worse. You know, it could be worse. Low knock, I gotta miss my AA albino. I've heard those are tricky to grow too sometimes, or I at least keep going. But I'm a big fan of the scroomage. I need to get back into it. I've had good luck with it. I've had bad luck with it, but it's all about perseverance. 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 Can't even say words I do know. Perseverance. Breaking Silence. I did get the B+ and Golden T-shirt, and those are the two ones I started with, and I had a lot better luck with the B+. So like I said, I was doing all that shit to keep shit sanitary, spraying things, wearing clothes, doing the whole room cleaned off and bleached, and I thought I had that shit down. But then I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get like 8 different types of mushrooms, you know, both edible and psychedelic, and fuck, I had a lot of problems with mold and a lot of problems with sanitary problems, even with all that I was doing. But you know what still went well? Oyster mushrooms and B+. So whatever I was doing sanitary-wise was enough to get those. They're very resilient, but not enough to do like fucking lions. I did lion's mane, which I actually got one little poof. I actually got a little bit of lion's mane, which is crazy because I grew it in a way that you shouldn't. Golden Teacher. Fuck, did I get penis envy? I think I got like a lot of like the ones I knew. I got Costa Rican, I believe, was the ones I got. I got got a few others. I still some Hualtas. Those went okay, but I started realizing that as a beginner, and just all around, like I said, if you find something that works good, there's nothing wrong with going with that. That's why I also went back to some Northern Lights, but I might be growing a whole bunch of different types this time and just finding one I really, really like and then sticking with that. So right now I have like a mix between Northern Lights, Green Crack, Banana Kush, G13 Haze, and then my homie has a list of like 20 different things that he's got cuttings from or could get me cuttings from. And I'm like, I want to try a whole bunch of different ones on this next one, see which one really impresses me, then just keep cloning it like I am. Because I've been on this green crack shit for a minute. So, cheers to it, everybody. Let me grab the old double barrel. Oh, and we'll get shit really going. Oh, what I knocked over on myself. My flask. This is another thing that's like fucking 20 years old, dude. Like, I bought this such a long time ago, this flask. I don't think I've ever actually drank out of it. But where are you gonna sit? We'll sit you here. God, it doesn't really sit flat. That doesn't help. Alright. And then we're looking for the old double barrel. Do we see the old double barrel? Oh, there it is. Oh. Modoc, my first attempt was, breaking. Morels are in season here shortly. We already had some. I saw people on Instagram showing pictures of them picking them, and it made me mad. I was going to go shrooming today, but I had to move, like, seriously, 1,000 pounds of wood, mix up hundreds of pounds of soil, fucking fill up all my garden beds, water. I mean, I'm beat, dude. My shoulder's so fucked. Like, trying not to fucking acknowledge it that much, but my shoulder really hurts. I was in a car accident recently and fucked up my shoulder, and here I am fucking loading up hundreds of pounds of fucking wood because people are douchebags. Anyway, my first attempt was golden and I failed. My second attempt, the second time I got like 7 flushed out of Mexicana. And then my third attempt is AA albino. I like to use small monotub to get less chance of contamination. Yeah, the smaller you go, the better. Like I said, the reason I was doing a whole room is because I was doing like big numbers, like 30 jars at a time and all this crazy shit and huge tubs. And I mean, when it worked, it worked really well. But when you fail, you got a huge fail. I've thrown out, dude. I've thrown out huge tubs filled with mycelium. It makes you want to cry. You know, I'm like, dude, so much time, so much effort. I've fucked up in every way you can. I've left them. I used to heat them because this room gets kind of cold in the winter, like really cold, and it would take forever for them to fucking colonize when I had started inoculating them. So I put on a little heat mat, and then that was working fine, except for then the temperature gauge fell one day. The thermometer that tells it when to turn off and on fell on the floor where it was cold, so the heat just kept going and going and going, burned up. Imagine this whole table filled front to back with fucking mushrooms, and all of them burned. I'm like, I mean, no one fucks up that bad. I've done it all, dude. Sandy, dude, what does you take? What do you take to deal with pain? Advil? Nothing. I haven't had Advil, Tylenol, ibuprofen, painkiller of any type in years. Nothing. Last time I did have a tooth worked on in cavities, I got nothing. No Novocaine, no nothing. Like, if I can avoid it, I will. And actually, it was fine. And everyone's like, that's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, dude. I do not like the feeling of that shit. It makes me like, it takes a serious shit for me to fucking have to take that. And I just avoid it. So nothing. So my arm just hurts, is what I'm saying. Pot, that's why I have a medical license, from my multiple injuries throughout my life. That's why I'm a medical. Sandy, I mean, you're still relatively young. I hope so. But it's going to hurt to move that kind of weight. It's going to hurt to move that kind of weight around. Respect. You know I don't work out. I know I'm not in that. I should. I used to. I'm not in like I'm not a huge guy in that. But when it comes to like me moving massive amounts of weight, I'm pretty happy with the fact that like today I was able to do it. And not so much that any one piece was too heavy. I mean, there were some logs that were probably like 80 pounds. I mean, and having to haul them and load them up and over and over and over again with a fucking fucked up shoulder. But at some point, when I'm doubling up on some people and shit that I'm watching like do that, who are big guys, I'm like, okay, I at least feel like I can move some weight around, literally. Like, I can go outside and then come home and fucking do another couple 100 pounds of fucking soil, dude. I have these, they're 2 by at least 6, I would say like 2 by 7, so 2 foot wide, 7 feet long, and 2 feet deep. I have 2 of those that I made all the soil for. Well, I was gonna make 2, and it took hundreds of fucking pounds and gallons, like 100 gallons each of fucking soil to fill those fucking things full. And I only got 1 done, so I still need to go buy a whole nother thing. But yeah, so every now and then I feel like it's okay. I'm not in too much pain. I smoke pot. That is a big reason I smoke pot. Mentally and physically, pain is actually a big reason why I like to. That's why I like to get high. It's a big part of it. There's a physical reason. That's it. There's a mental reason. Is because I'm stressed out, and if I don't, I fucking kind of get. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not super happy with the world that me and you are living in, dude. Like, I'm depressed. Everybody fucking makes me upset and unhappy about the way we live our lives, and not just like what you're doing, but the fact that you've been born at this time in this place, and we're all just living out the system. You know, you're a product of your culture, and I feel like getting high is a way to escape from that. You know, you step out away and like, fucking, I just gotta get the fuck away from this. The only problem is that leads me to smoking all day long. I guess that's if you call that a problem. Kelly, that's exactly why I don't like anything but THC myself. Yeah, the shit makes me so even when I take a Tylenol, Advil, ibuprofen, that shit still makes me anxious and gives me anxiety. When I drink too much tea, I'm sure would do it too, but I drink just some Earl Grey. Apparently it's not that strong because I don't get that. It's fine. It gets what I want out of coffee, where I'm like barely a buzz. I drink decaf coffee because I love it. But all that shit, like I said, I can't drink coffee. I can't do any of those things. It gives me anxiety attacks. And even if it doesn't, now it's so ingrained in my mind, and I've gotten away from them for such a long time that I don't want them. You know, fucking coffee's not great for you, I'm sure. I'm not hating on it. Ibuprofen and Tylenol and those people, like I know people like who are in pain so much so often they take pills every day, all day, and it's destroying their insides. You know what I mean? And that's a shame, and I hate it, and I wish I could change that. Some of those people smoke pot too, so it's just nothing is working. You know, sometimes pain persists. You know, you can't get rid of it. If we could, we probably would have. You know what I mean? The scary thing is if we could just turn pain off, I think a lot of us probably would. But would there be a lot of us putting our hands in the fire on accident, or you know what I mean? Pain's there for a reason. It means something's wrong. So, breaking silence. What's the going price for RSO? What's the going price for Rick Simpson oil? Here in Michigan, it's $20 to $25 a gram. It's what I take most of the time. I haven't seen any RSO for sale in a while, but usually it's a lot cheaper than that. What I've seen, like $20 to $25 is the average dab pricing for like wax and shatter and those resins and live resins, and then it starts going up, you know, 30, 40, 50. But that's more that. Sometimes I've seen Rick Simpson oil for like $10 a gram, $12, $15, and it's black and it comes in the syringe. I really wanted to make it because you can make it quite easily. Me and you can do it. The only thing is you know, it's slightly dangerous and it's not the cleanest extraction method. I'm gonna do it for the show, but I'm hesitant. I don't really like doing it inside. I like doing it in a garage is the best because it's kind of outside, it's kind of not. You to make Rick Simpson oil, you put whatever you're extracting your plants with, so like rubbing alcohol, grain alcohol, or shit like that, and then you put it in a crock pot and you evaporate it out. You know, and if you don't do it safely, you can blow yourself up. So, Lonock, I'm not really a coffee drinker, but I need my weed in the morning for coffee, or like coffee. Lonock, I've made it. It's not really dangerous if you're using a small crock pot. And that's what I have. I thought about doing it here inside, but there's a lot of fumes. I have windows here. But I thought it'd be cool to do a quick how-to, like a 10-minute video, just, hey, here's what I like to do. Because I have a small crock pot, all the things that you need. I'm not a huge fan. It smells, and I don't really love the stuff personally. That shit saves lives. If you watch the documentary on Rick Simpson, he's the shit, and like he's like they've said that, you know, like because he had a lot of it, I'm sure, but there's this dude with a tumor and he was putting on globs of it, and he's like, dude, that tumor just fucking fell off. He's like, and I got no, you know. So a lot of people have invested into him, and like he helped a lot of people get through and not use harmful medications. At the end of the day, I say it's your body, so whatever works for you, do it. I don't know. But that being said, I personally don't love it. I've never had enough of it and been like rolling in the shit, so I'm like right now my back hurts, and then like use it like to just rub on my shoulder. You have to infuse it into like a lotion or something, but yeah, that's the goal. Some days I try and accomplish something very similar, but I'll like when I make my smoothies, I'll use hemp milk, hemp extract. You know, I'm eating CBD fucking isolate pills. I'm fucking smoking pot. I'm dabbing CBD isolate. I'm doing all these things. If I had it my way, it wouldn't stop. I'd be eating edibles as well, trying to do everything I can. There's so many reasons why that just works for me. that I try and incorporate it in everything I do. I feel like the chances of me not getting cancer in the future are so slim that if I'm not living my life as though I have it already, that's probably stupid. So, preemptive on that shit if I can. You know what I mean? Why not? All right, let's grab this guy. I'll actually smoke some weed here. Try not to break anything. Jesus. Or get your hair caught in the guitar. All right. But we definitely got to change out this water. I don't know how come there's so much water in here as well. All right. Oh, yeah. I think we poured another bong into there last week. Ugh. All right. Watch Uncle Pete's Small Batch of Oil on YouTube. He explains it really well. Good call. I'd be down. Like I said, I just don't really love the process. I've been around when it's being made. I've had some syringes of it, and it's okay. I never called it Rick Simpson oil, but then when I found out what Rick Simpson oil was for sure, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Just none of the people were calling it, hey, I get away from that magical hole in the wall. I just wasn't calling it that. So I was just calling it fucking oil because it looks like fucking black oil. So, all right. Sandy, I might be spacing, but did I get my bong hit? No, you didn't. And if I did, can I get another? I'm trying. Apparently, I'm not shutting up today. I got a joint, bong, dab, all at once, coming up. Let me dump out this nasty ass water. And we'll do all those things. All the things. Perfect. 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 All right. All right. There we go. Bong. We got a bowl. We need a bowl to put in that bong. Dab bowl. The bowl. The bowl. God, I'm all out of fucking 18 mils. I've broken so many. What do you think? Do I have any other pieces I'm not thinking of offhand? Not offhand. All right. So, what do we got, meow? What have we got, meow? That might work well. I wonder. This might be the perfect time to try and get a bowl in this one and hook up my little E-rig on the other one. Well, I'll be right back. There we go. Oh. Bam. Sandy, Billy Bong. I put 800 milligrams of RSO into a cookie and gave it to a girl who says she doesn't get high off edibles. Guess what? She won't be eating anything from me anymore. It floored her. 800 milligrams is a rough cookie. That's a tough cookie. I haven't had the I'm so fucking high I'm hallucinating effect on edibles, but I've heard it so many times that I'm not in a rush to do it. So, all right, perfect. Although I feel like now I want to switch out which direction they're in, but that's fine. Oh, no. Of course, I didn't clean out the bong either. Damn. So we got this little E-dabber, which just happens to fit in the old double barrel. So that'll make it a little bit easier for me in a sense. So I won't have to use a torch. So we'll load a bowl. Get this guy going as well. Fuck it. And then Sandy, awesome. I'm going to join you. And Billy Bong, that's funny, says breaking silence. Yeah, no shit. Well, that little story there brings into high relief or whatever. It shows exactly what I always say about edibles with me and with everybody that I've noticed. Seems like it's an all or nothing thing. Either edibles don't do anything for me, I don't really care about them, I don't like them, it's whatever. Or it's I got so high I don't ever want to do them again. Or if I do them, I could only be at home and go to sleep, or like they're just too much type thing. I fortunately have been on the they don't really do anything side of it, but I'd rather be on that side of it. I used to have, when I took like over, I ate well over 2,000 milligrams in a day. It's 420. First time I had my medical card, everyone I knew smoked pot. This happens every time I used to try to throw a party or anything. But everyone's like, yeah, let's smoke a bunch of pot. And so I go all out. And then no one wants to actually smoke that much. Or, I'll have a little piece. Cool. So I'm stuck with all this. I'm like, fuck that. I'm fucking smoking all this shit. So I fucking ate so much that day. I mean, I got everything. I got popcorn, ice cream, marinara, and I made a pizza. I mean, I ate so much, and I was so stoned. But back then, dude, I had never really had problems with anxiety from pot ever. So it wasn't even on my mind. Wasn't until I got older and that shit ever happened. Once it happens, it changes your perspective. It's always in the back of your mind that's possible again. Billy Bong. I think for the people. Therefore, I am the people. I think for the people that don't get high off of edibles, had small doses. Yeah, no shit. Mickey D, I'll smoke with you. I'm trying. This has been the longest fucking bowl ever because I still need to get some pot now. I'm not smoking that. It's a little harsh. I have a little tiny bit of my homegrown left, even though it's gross ass shake. Like, it's literally the bottom of it. It's still much better than anything I've bought in a long time. So, smoke some of that. Be right back. Again, fucking A. Alrighty. Get that. This. All right. There we go. Finally. Now, we'll load up some more of this white mousse because that's good stuff. hopefully I won't die too quickly. There we go. So now we got that loaded, ready to go. I'm really digging this little E-dabber. It's like falling out. Let's take that off. Get some extra weight off of there. That's better. There we go. Billy Bong. Man, I hope cannabis and cannabis products is legal. Wait, man, I hope cannabis and products is legalized, though, through the mail, like Canada someday. I'd love to mail edibles. Yeah, that'd be great. Being able, like, where it's so legal federally that we could just send it from one place to another without any problems. That'd be nice. There's a lot of little things like that. I hate to fly. Big reason is I don't ever trust myself to smuggle pot to another state because I look like I do. Probably smart just to avoid that. And I would really like to maybe not be able to fly with it, but at least be able to drive. Like right now, Utah's the big one. If I want to go to California or Vegas, I got to go through Utah. And it seems like people in Utah always want to fuck with me and pull me over anyway. And I never have anything, and I'm never doing anything wrong. So they're just like, go on your way. No, but I'm just too freaked out that that's going to happen. So I don't smuggle anything ever. You know what I mean? I just feel like if they could fuck with me, they would. I scream, fuck with this guy. Make this guy's day go like shit. Treat him like ass. And, you know, if you fuck with him, it's kind of like fucking with every stoner you've ever met. It's like, oh, great. Anyway, like I said, when you look like I do, or if you have like face tattoos and all this shit, I mean, it's fine. Who gives a fuck? But you're bringing attention to yourself, you know, whether you like it or not. I know that I bring slightly more attention to myself than if I didn't have fucking dreadlocks and a beard and dress the way I do. Fortunately, I don't give a fuck. But when it comes to smuggling drugs, I am not a good candidate. Willing, unable. All right, let's see here. Let's let that warm up. We have the dab rig, the bong. I need a lighter, but we'll just use this, I guess. Would you not fuck with me? All right, so we got the lighter going. We got this going. I see it bubbling. And like Sub Cool always would say, grab your joints, your bongs, your hookahs, your big fat blunts, or your vaporizers. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do a hit for Sandy and for Sub. All right. Fuck. I hate this bong sometimes. That's better. Woo! That's how we do it. Oh, I need to clean this bad bitch. It's very... it's really harsh after this stuff. It's really tasty. Smoking weed and doing dabs at the same time, I'll say that. The mixture is just on point. Mickey D, remember that time we got pulled over for sitting in a parking lot late at night? I think so. I think one time, if this is the time I remember, I don't know if you were with me. You have to confirm it. I was giving something to a friend. I wasn't even selling it to. I think I was just giving them some weed or something like that. Or it was a drug exchange, which is not a good start. I was meeting them, like, let's just say it's pretty main road down here. It's 120th. And I was just meeting them in a parking lot. They're like, just meet me in this parking lot. And I'm like, cool. Didn't even think about it. Pull into this parking lot. We're waiting and waiting. There's a money tree or MoneyGram. It's like a check cashing place, you know, those places that we'll cash your check and whoever you are. We just want your money. Give us $50 and we'll cash anything. So it's one of those places. It was right when they were closing. And the cops pull up, like 5 cops pull up or some shit. At least a few cops pull up. And they're like, yeah, the people inside thought you were going to rob the place. They're like, if you're waiting outside of one of these places at closing, it looks really bad. Fortunately, they just said, get the fuck out of here. But I learned a big lesson. I'm like, okay, really know where you're doing your deals. Because I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even think about the fucking money tree. It didn't cross my mind. It was like, oh, you know, just what are the businesses there? But they're like, yeah, the people are scared to come out, and they decided to just call the cops. I'm like, fuck me. It was in front of a check cashing place. Yep. They thought we were casing the place. Yep, that was it. That was it. That was me and you. Right? I'll never forget that. I learned a big lesson that day. If you're gonna do a deal, fucking really be picky about the fucking parking lot. Never do one in front of a check cashing place. That's for sure. Even if it's like it was pretty like in the middle of nowhere. I forget who or what, but yeah, I do remember I had a bunch of shit on me, and I was in the process of getting rid of it for some reason or another. Like, great. Ended okay, but yes, I do remember that. Breaking. Have you ever had all your smoke? Wait, have any of you all ever smoked mugwort or milkweed wild lettuce? I have not yet, but I'm looking to try. I have not. Yeah, we're still fucking ripping this thing. Woo! This thing's still going. God damn. I swear, if this thing doesn't fucking get somebody high, they're not hitting it right. They're not doing something. They have a problem. The old double barrel, it'll get you. All right. Oh. Billy Bong, pick private property next time. I was young, dude. Wasn't even thinking. It was the last thing on my mind. That's what I told the guy, too. I'm like, we're just waiting on somebody to get off work or some shit like that. Mickey D, yeah, I was with you. I shit myself that night. Yeah, I think I had a system, too, and I was bumping. Stupid, you know, early 20s, teenager age, and can't remember exactly why, but yeah, I do remember I had drugs on me, and looking back, I remember distinctively, I'm like, God, what was I thinking out front of a fucking check cash? That's like a bank. Let's go do a drug deal at the fucking bank. I'm sure that's fucking okay. Hey, there's only one way to learn. That's fuck up, or at least have someone tell you about their fuck ups. So I'm trying to give you the ladder and learn from my fuck ups. Don't trust anybody. I hate doing deals outside. I don't do deals, so I guess that helps. But if I'm going to, one of my big things is, woo! Yeah, doing it as safely as possible. I don't know. Oh, god damn. Little fucker's ripping. My eyes are just slowly baking. I'm just slowly turning into a fucking melted piece of candy. Because I'm so damn sweet. All right, that's getting a little harsh on both of those. Oh. Ben 8, is that a Toro? It is not. 'Tis not. So, I've gotten a lot of people asking about this little E-dabber. And then I have this sweet little hookup over there. It's kind of like this one. This one's just got an extra arm on it with a bong to get you doubly fucked up if you ever need to do that. Fuck. So what I'm rocking is a hen nail, is what these are called. HENAIL. You want to say hi? I got rid of the fucking sushi rolls. I'm so sorry. Sorry, doggo. All right. So this is a hen nail. Oh, come here. Come here. I missed you. I missed you. Where were you? Where were you? Everyone wants to say hi. Everybody loves you. Oh. Hop up. Hop up and say hello. Hop up and say hello, everybody. Hello. What? Oh, she's the best dog. What? Oh, now she's playing the guitar. That dog plays some mean guitar with her tail and bass. You wouldn't believe it. One day, I'm going to get the dog to play the bass by slapping her tail against it. The cats walk along the piano, and they're going to make a song. I'm going to videotape the whole thing, and it's going to be an internet sensation because they are phenomenal. You're going to hold me to that. Don't forget it. All right. Good times. We got the hen nail, and it comes with this. The one of the things I hate is always these little E-dabbers come with shitty little mouthpieces. So I kept trying to upgrade them. Where did I just set that thing? All right, over here. All right. So it's been the process to get this working like it is. So it came with a little mouthpiece that I didn't like. I ordered this little replacement mouthpiece, right? And that's a little mouthpiece like that. So you smoke out of it, and it comes with a little metal cap. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I realized that it had this little 18 mil joint, so you could like dump out the water and clean it a little easier, which is actually quite convenient. I'm like, cool. But right away, I'm like, oh man, I bet I could turn that upside down, flip it. There we go. Flip it. And I'm like, and what do you know? Bam, 18 mil attachment to a different thing. So not what it was intended for. Oh, and there's a crack in it. Well, apparently I cracked it at some point, but it's pretty thick, so I didn't even notice it until I was in this bright ass light. It's taken some tumbles. When it's really hot like that, the rubber seals become so bendy that you can't put them back on. Anyway, yeah. And then I got then you just need an 18 mil bong with a long enough attachment, because that was the other thing that actually fits on. So there's a few things you got to do, but you can get these working pretty good. And the benefit is too, if I want to go, all you need is this one thing that can serve as a mouthpiece or the 18 mil attachment. Right now, that's all I use it for, is this. It's the best way to do it. I hate these little mouthpieces, dude. Fucking suck. So that's what I'm rocking. Oh yeah, and then you need a cap for it, and all my caps, pretty much it has to be flat. So fortunately, I had one where this cap, the end of it broke off, so it's almost flat, and it fits perfect. So now I have this nice little hookup. I'm pretty stoked on it, and not using a torch has been extremely convenient. Too much shit on the table. There we go. Not using a torch is really nice, especially during these shows, because it's kind of loud. All right, where's that joint? But it's already 10 o'clock. It's kind of crazy. It's been a long day. I took a nap, so that makes a few hours of the day disappear. Ben, pretty sick. It is. I would like to get a setup a little bit better. Like, so I bought all these things on like sites where that shit disappears all the time. I wish I had a more, I don't know, like I'd go to DHgate, I think, for the bong. Can't get that bong anymore. I bought all these pieces on different things. Are you looking for? I don't have any more treats, sweetie. Sorry. All the cats and dogs are here. Like, uh-oh. Come on. Dress over here. Yeah, maybe I cross my legs. God damn it. Come on. Get over here, Zane. Get over here. There we go. Oh, we got the cat. We got the dog. We got the best dog in the world, don't we? We got the best dog in the world. All right. But it all works out. Lonock, peace, man. You heading out? Oh, wait, no. Billy Bong's peacing out. Billy Bong, later, Venom. Think I'm going to go pass out with the plants. I don't blame you. That sounds pretty nice. Yeah. Looks nice. Everything's looking great. Thanks for sending those pictures. If anybody else sends pictures on Instagram, we'll share some more. Sandy, I'm such a lightweight, fading fast. I can't reach the controls. Ship going into a spin. Planet coming on fast, and I can't see the cities. Trying to steer. I couldn't help but read that in a Shatner voice at some point. I can't see the cities. Trying to steer. Will. Must find a way. All right. But yeah, so I was saying about that piece, all the places I buy all the individual pieces from switch around so much, and they're so unreliable that I wouldn't suggest offhand any of you buy from them. So when I have a better way, I was going to try and make a video of how to do that rig, and because it's a really good way, especially I know people who really, the biggest part they don't like about the torch is, or the biggest part they don't like about dabbing is using a torch. And I don't blame them. So, Sandy, made it. Going to bed now. Peace to everybody. You have a good night, Sandy. Everybody have a good evening who's heading out. Everybody who's staying with you. Everyone who's staying with me, I'll blaze with you. Yeah, like I said, I'm just lucky I had a nap, or else I'd be totally out. It was a long day, and moving all that, I'm just physically still beat. Low knock, I'm still smoking. Hey, they should name a movie that. Still smoking. Actually, they did, and it's a good movie. But yeah, shit's doing good. I'm still here, still alive, somehow, for now. It's all inevitable, but I'm doing good. Hanging in there. Still got my Ziggy. He keeps me happy. I really got to do his claws extremely badly. Like, should do them right now. Make you guys all watch. Watch him bite the crap out of me. See how much I do for him for love. You okay? His claws are so intense. I need to do them right now. Sandy, I just spat out my last hit when I heard your Shatner impression. Love you, man. Love everyone here. Good night. Much love from us to you, you to It's all a big circle. Have a great night. We'll see you here next week or next Saturday. Ziggy's jumping into your home virtually. But yeah. This puff's for you. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Shatner's awesome too. Everyone out there, make sure you're hoping that Shatner's doing okay, because I'm sure he's hoping the best for you. All right. Ah, damn it. There's a little nugget of this hash. I'm keep on trying to, god damn it. I'm trying to put the nugget hash. It's too crumbly. All right. Well. Oh yeah, I got water. I should probably drink that shit. Yeah, it's probably not good when I go 2 hours without drinking any water. But I did have a coffee and a fucking tea. That counts for liquid. All right. So, feeling pretty good now. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Like I always say, if that double barrel fucking bong doesn't get you stoned, something's wrong. I don't have much else in my arsenal. I used to have the 6-foot bong of doom. You can still kind of see it next to the banana base. My homie always calls this the banana base because it looks like a banana on the side. Like the cuts on that do kind of look like a banana. Anyway, dope ass base, a Laguna base. Dope. My friend sold me that base. He was so excited when he got it. And they sold it. That's how life is, huh? One day you're, shiny and new, and then the next day you're just looking for a home. Anyway, great base. Right next to it, this little red monstrosity is a 6-foot bong, which I used to do the 6-foot dabs of death on this show. And that was the other. If you do a 6-foot dab and that doesn't get you stoned, again, something wrong. Although getting good dabs have helped too. I hate being such a broke ass and smoking such cheap shit. I was just talking with my girlfriend. We were talking about, I forget what started it, but we moved very quickly into pot. And it was just like, the people who have the nicest, I think it was glass bongs and shit like that. I'm like, I really love glass. This doesn't show it very well because it's just random pieces of glass all around me. But I really do. I love glass art. It's been a huge thing for me. But I'm such a broke ass, I can't invest in it. But I guarantee you there's some guy out there smoking out of like a $5,000 bong. Smoking the best hash you can afford because he's got the money. But he's not really that into it. Doesn't really care. Might break it. Might treat it like shit. And then does a little tiny dab once in a while, but it's just funny how sometimes the biggest fans of things aren't the ones who end up with the collections. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of collectors out there who collect memorabilia. Star Trek was a big one that came up in this conversation, where it's like, yeah, there's probably someone out there who has some really like nice memorabilia, but they're like, not even that big of a fan, but look how dope my collection is of this or of that. And then, there's someone who's obsessed with it and they aren't able to do that. So it's just ironic is how it is. But, yeah, musicians are the same way, where like some of the best musicians in the world can't afford super, super nice things. And then there's some fucking dude who probably has like a fucking amazing instrument and never actually fucking plays it. You know what I mean? I always like someone who said, if we don't read the books that are on our bookshelves, we're no better than the cats and dogs that we got. We're there, but we're not actually. There's so much more that we need to comprehend. I don't know how much I love that saying, but I think about it in the same way that there's people with like really nice things that they don't really use. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that having 10 rooms and not filling them with anything constructive, but guest bedrooms for the one day that you actually want to impress somebody with your fucking mansion. Well, it's been a good day. It's been a good night. I feel like it was very productive. I got a lot of my gardening shit done, and that was huge for me. That's been one of my biggest goals. Not done, but I got it I'd say 2/3 done, even, maybe a little better. All right. Fun times. There's a good one. All right. Fun thing to do. So, we are going to spin the wheel of dabs. Take another dab. Yes, take another dab. And then smoke a bowl, and then we're going to call it. Because I got work in the morning. Back to the normal, hopefully, with everything. What is it? Getting towards the end of the month. Then I get my second vaccination. Work is going to start opening up like normal and shit. Because they're crazy. Preemptive, maybe. Yeah, hopefully everyone does well. Everything's going good. We got a cat, the official, I guess, mascot. He's the official co-host of Shatterdaze. This whole channel is co-hosted by my good friend Ziggy. So everybody give a quick round of applause to the best cat in the world. This cat. He knows it, and he appreciates all your love and support. All right, let's spin that wheel. What are you thinking, Ziggy? What are you guessing it's going to be? Purple shark? How did you know? He guesses it every time. All right. Ooh. Why are you biting? Why are you biting? Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. He should become a little biter in his old age. Can't say I blame him. I feel like biting people randomly too. We have to get over these urges together. This is why I'm not allowed on public transportation anymore. The same reason, Ziggy. All right, there's cat. We got what we land on? Purple shark. Oh, there's another one I put over there randomly for some reason. Putting everything out of place. Why am I not putting anything where it should? Oh, there's another cat. We got cats everywhere. Oh, all right. What are you doing? What are you doing? Is there a panda? All right. I swear they just follow me around from room to room. I go there, they go here. I go here, they go there. There we go. We got the purple shark. And it's looking quite dapper. Not as clean as I'd like it, but much cleaner than we've seen it. Cat butt, yeah. Cat butt. She's good at just chilling there with her little cat butt. Now I do have, I'll say, just thought about it. Somewhere I have an attachment where I could start turning everything into a E-dab rig nail. I should think about doing that. Where is it? Oh yeah, I have this thing that I've never tried. Well, I have a carb cap. Oh, of course, it's stuck on there. A carb cap, which is another. It doesn't fit in that one. Carb cap. That's another banger. So you warm up this banger, warm up that banger, do a dab, cap it, and then cap it. So I have a bunch of fun little things, but that's not what I'm looking for. I need to use this as a what the fuck is that or something. There's so many random little gadgets I haven't explored. All right. I want. I can't find. Is it that? It might be that. No. Can't tell. That's a 10 to a. That's a 14 to a. Huh. That's backwards from what I need. That's a 14 to a 14. That's an 18 to a 14. Damn. I was hoping somewhere I had a. Oh, wait. God, what attachment would I need? I'd need this to be a. I think I had one back in the day. It might have broke. Where it goes in as a 14 and that has an 18. So 14 to 18. I know I have an 18 to 14. The opposite of that right here. So where you could turn an 18 mil into a 14 mil. But I need one that takes a 14 mil and turns it to an 18 mil. For the love of God. Breaking science. Silence. That's cool pipe. I'm a fan. This is my Purple Shark. I got that after I made the Purple Shark album. Got a bunch of these things. Is there a disc in that one? There is. You got the disc in it and everything. So I made an album, and I have a band, and it is on Spotify called Purple Shark. It's a very trippy, weird album. I plan on doing another one and making a lot of albums. But right now, this is available. When I made this, because I didn't get a press release party or anything cool like that, I wasn't able to give it to everyone in person or anything cool. So for my own little accomplishment, I bought myself this ball. Purple Shark for Purple Shark. So, yeah, give it a listen to if you want. Normally, the whole reason I have the wheel is I do giveaways, and I give away CDs every time. So whatever you win, whatever I'm giving away that week, I throw in CD. I usually throw in a sticker or something cool every time. Little stuff, and then I send it in the mail. And you have to do nothing but go to your mailbox and watch the show and hang out like you're probably doing right now anyway. Seems simple enough. Let's I was gonna try and hook this up to the dab rig somehow. It looked like an angler fish. It already kind of does. But yeah, let's get this bitch lit. We're gonna do a dab, smoke a bowl, call it a night. Because it's already 10:30. It'll probably be 11 by the time I'm done. But things are good. Good enough. I gotta be careful every time I say that. Things are good enough. If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I like to tell myself that. Don't feel it at the moment, or whatever. You know, you gotta take the good with the bad, run with the punches, that whole thing. I don't know. sometimes I think the best thing you can do is think big. If you're ever in a bad spot, just realize, in the long term, everything changes. This too shall pass. Always remind yourself that everything is in a constant flux and, nothing lasts. So, friends and enemies change and disappear. The stars themselves slowly burn out. But that's not a bad thing. That also means all the pain and all the fucked up shit that you've experienced, that too will pass. So it's just a matter of time, I guess. I'm very happy with everything the way it is right now. That being said, I'm still able to fucking do my show. Still here with everybody. Me and Ziggy are hanging out every day. I got a great dog. I got a great little family unit going here. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to fucking hope good things for the future. I just want this pandemic to be over. I want everyone to just rise above and start embracing, just an open-mindedness and happiness that we all deserve. So, cheers, everybody. Woo! Yeah. Okay, that's tasting good again. I don't know what happened last week, but this fucking white champagne wax was just hitting hard. I don't know if there was something gross on the something, but I'm like every little toke, I often and hated it. I'm like, wow, it's really weird because this stuff's really good. It burns clear almost in here. It has a really subtle sweet taste. I'm like, I like this stuff. It's weird that it's hitting so fucking hard. So I don't know what was going on last week. Maybe it could have been just me smoking other stuff too. We're gonna pause that because I don't have much left in me this evening. I'll call someone back. Oh man, we're dying, and I'm trying. Whoa, Zig, come here. You can hop up. You can hop up. Oh, there's a Zig. He's just going in circles from his food to here, food to here. He always has dry food, but he's obsessed with his wet food. So he's like, this is what I want. Come on, just follow me to my food. He goes to his food. Yeah, still not here. Come on. All right. Woo. Another one in the bag, baby. Another Shatterdaze. Didn't get kicked out this time. That's good. Still got kicked out right away, which is bullshit. I swear, this fucking thing. What you gonna do? But good chilling with you guys. Good hanging out. I've been needing to fucking really get some good talking going. You know what I mean? I noticed that if I don't constantly talk about things that expand my mind or do things that expand my mind, it closes up. So I've been trying not to let that happen. Learning new things is important to me. Talking about subjects with people and expanding on new ideas, new avenues. I don't know. trying to make it all come together, and get high and have fun while doing it. That's the goal. So, who knows? I just enjoy spending what little time I have here hanging out. And I don't know. It's good to talk things out, like I said. I've felt a little stagnant in my thought processes lately. I haven't been working out lately. I've been just trying to not be depressed, you know what I mean? And I haven't been. I've just been like, oh, you know what I mean? It's too much to deal with today, you know? So I need to get out of that mode. Object in motion stays in motion, and object at rest stays at rest, unless otherwise influenced by an outside source. So I can't keep relying on that outside source to come and push me and motivate me into doing things. No one makes me do this show. I do it because I love you guys. So, and I love doing the show. I have a fondness for it that is hard to explain. So we are going to load one last rippage of the green crack. The only crack I'll ever smoke is that green crack. So if you have a bowl crack, cheers to me of that green crack. Please do. Otherwise, get whatever strain you prefer, and we will toast one up. So from me, Ziggy, Panda, Willow, Stormy, Phoenix, and Loki. Yeah, it's a full house, huh? All my little kiddos say, yeah. Best to you and yours. Cheers. What else is there to say, man? Cheers, everybody. Woo! Breaking silence. I'm depressed too. That's why I'm going to do shrooms. Just remember, you don't always get what you want, but you'll get what you need. And doing hallucinogenics is very true on that. Sometimes you don't get what you want, but it'll get you what you need. Especially if you do it responsibly by yourself. Usually I recommend so nothing outside can fuck with you, because you're very easily influenced by outside sources when you're under the influences of hallucinogenics. So I like to do them by myself a little bit. And but yeah, you know, you take the good with the bad. That's all life is. You know, I've been talking a lot about how, you know, other people have brought it up, and I've had this thought too, where it's almost like I'm not arguing exactly which one's realer or which one's less real. It's almost like at all times we're just looking in, we're almost like we're blindly looking in a veil of darkness, you know, and that's with our eyes open. You know, we're surrounded by senses. We hear things, we see things, but it seems like you can unveil layers. You know, it's kind of like how you don't see certain light spectrum all the time. You don't see the radio waves flying in front of you. There's things we just don't see, you know? And it seems like hallucinogenics either take away a veil or sometimes add one on with like effects, you know what I mean? Giving you an intensified version of what you're seeing, or sometimes it seems more real and it's taking a veil away. But I mean, if that's true and you're having a bad trip, maybe that's saying that when you take the veil of what you're seeing, flesh and blood, and when you take that away and you're able to see it in a different perspective, if nothing else. If you're having a bad trip, maybe that's saying what these things around you are not bringing you any type of joy or anything. It says something. I've also had a theory more about like when get it really anxious or you have high anxiety. Yeah, welcome to my crazy cat. But when you get high anxiety and shit like that, I feel like sometimes it can be you were unaware how uncomfortable you were about things, and then you get really stoned and you start becoming really highly aware of your own how it feels to be in this goddamn meat sack that we're rolling around in, and sometimes it's calling to attention that things are wrong and need to change. So like I said, even if you get a bad trip or even if bad things come from it, sometimes you just got to take it as, okay, why was it a bad trip? What is that saying and what does it mean? But personally, I've had, I'm always, I'm always more scared going into it than I am during it. Usually during it, I'm always fine. I've had bad trips, but even on my bad trips, it's like, well, this is happening. You know, Sometimes it happens. Breaking silence. I hear you, bro. I'll watch out for myself. Well, like I said, so it gives you what you want, not what you need. Or it gives you what you need, not what you want. I I don't know. I was microdosing because which I feel like maybe that was my fault for playing the line a little bit. But like I said, I don't know what the best way for things are to do, but microdosing seemed like a great thing. I was having a good time doing it, and then one night I fucking took a microdose and tripped nuts. Oh shit! Nick returned. Hey yo. I was just about to leave, but then, like I said, I've been really. There's been a lot on my mind, and just trying to get it out there. You know what I mean? And get the ball rolling too. Sometimes if you don't have good conversations with people, you're just talking into the wind, and how long can you do that to yourself? So, sorry, I had to deal with the boss. I heard that. Breaking silence. There's times like that. I do remember when I was young, I did mushrooms. I was happier than ever. Says breaking, and then Nick says there's times like that. I don't think those two were connected, but it worked out. I've had great times doing mushrooms. I've had some freaky times doing mushrooms, but they always end up well. You know what I mean? Like I said, the worst part about mushrooms for me, and I don't think hopefully you'll have this problem, is I just fucking get sick. Like I throw up, like physically. I'm like, oh, I'm like nauseous. I'm very, very nauseous. Blah! And then I trip really hard, and then it kind of goes away. Um, I need to experiment more with doing hallucinogenics that don't make me throw up. So like making extracts from the mushrooms, uh, tea. I've had good luck with tea where I tripped balls and I didn't throw up. So that was good. Still had a little nauseous though, but nothing like just eating shrooms, dude. For some reason, my body's just like, okay, get this out of you now. I have a very sensitive body to all that shit. Very strong clamp on my ego, you know what I mean? Of being, this is my body. This is all there is. Let's keep this alive and everything will be fine. Which is a fucking, you'll never be able to keep that up. So you gotta get over it sooner or later. Mushrooms help that. Nick, I had to write a report for the incident that happened at our dealership. Uh-oh, what'd you do? I'm just joking. Uh, hopefully that Oh, Nick, shrooms don't really make me vomit unless I take an absurd amount. Dude, so like I said, it's something about tripping. I've been told it's because, when you start tripping, your body starts going through a bunch of different things. And one of them is, am I poisoned? Am I dying? All this and that. And once you've gone down that path, your body, I'm not even talking about what's on your mind at all. Your body is like, okay, we've been poisoned. We're dying. We need to start thinking of shit to do, throwing it up, get that shit out. You know, I've been told that's what it is. I know some of it is nerves, dude. I don't know about anybody else, but like I have very intense trips, like fucking life changing shit. Like you never look at shit the same way again when you see some of these things, you know? Massive hallucinations and geometric shapes and objects and colors and sounds and shit like that. Like, and you're seeing it. It's not, you're not in VR, you know? It's not fucking, that shit changes who you are. And I go into that every time knowing that I could very well have an experience that will change my perspective forever. It might not happen. I might just giggle and laugh and it's just nothing. But it's very possible that you see shit that'll fucking. So I'm like, that's. If you don't go into that somewhat nervous, then. And it's just my body. I get nervous on plane rides, dude. You know? I don't do good on that shit. Something about the second my body's out of control, my body flips. You know what I mean? Those things where you spin around, fucking my body flips. No matter how much I want to enjoy them, the gyroscope things, uh, planes, fucking when other people are driving cars, especially fast and crazy, shit fucking is insane. Nick, what actually happened at the dealership was a worker crashed a car and was up for sale. That seems absolutely terrible. Dude, car crashes have given me like permanent fucked upness, and not in the sense that I'm afraid to like die every time. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to go to court. I'm gonna have to lose all my fucking shit. I lost everything, as far as that car was invested in, and I invested everything into that car, and then just it got wrecked by someone with no insurance. Sorry. And even if I had insurance, or he had insurance, I don't think it would have paid out much better. I should have gotten like a really good lawyer and fucking. But I don't have any money to, it takes money to get money. If he wrecked into some fucking rich asshole, they probably would have fucking been able to afford to get a lawyer to take care of all the paperwork to really pursue some type of settlement. Dude, I got a $36 check. I still have it. I'd show it, but it has my name and info on it. 36 fucking dollars. Oh, you got crashed? Your new ass whip that's sick as fuck just got smushed. Your fucking neck and arms and shoulders are still fucked up. Fucking 6 legs. $36. Have a good one. Fucking dick. All right, Nick, they backed it up into our work truck and did 8,700 worth of damage. Car crashes are no joke, dude. My car, $11,000 worth of damage. They're like, sorry, it's not worth it to us. We'll pay out your car blue book. Oh yeah, even though your car cost just under $30,000, blue book says it's only worth 10 because of how much mileage you put on it and this and that and that and that. Oh, and then you owe this much. Oh, and there's $1,000 deductible. Oh, and here's your fucking $1,000. Oh, and then all your out of work and everything. Here's $36. I'm like, you got to be fucking shitting me. This is why we're forced to pay that much in insurance every week? Fuck that noise. Nick, my sister was just injured in a car crash and wasn't even driving and got $3,000 from it. What the fuck? I'm sorry life wasn't fair to you, dude. Yeah, I got fucked. Well, I still owe people. I still owe my mom money for that fucking car. So, dude, it was just fucked. Everything was fucked. I don't know. I mean, yeah, cash wise, I got 10 grand for the car because that's what Blue Book was. But for a car that it was worth 3 times that, or what I paid, second you drive those new cars off the fucking lot, dude, yeah, they drop so much value within a year. Because I had somebody, I knew two other people who had very similar cars, like the exact, like, you know, maybe a different year, same car. They bought them new. I had a Hyundai. I had a Hyundai Ioniq, and bought it the year it came out. Fucking, you know what I mean? It's brand new, 0 miles on it. I think there's 50 miles on my car when I bought that bitch. And yeah, fucking sick ass car. And immediately, someone else I knew had bought one just before I did, like a year before. Not even a year, just a little bit less than a year before. One person did. They they wanted to get rid of it because they couldn't afford it or some shit. It was a pricey car to fucking buy, kind of, if you get the fucking nice ones. And I just liked it. It was great gas mileage, and it was the only nice car I've ever bought. And anyway, they went to sell it right away, and fucking the dealership, like, what they told them was like fucking crazy. So it's like a fucking $27,000 car. They walked in within a year, like 6 months later, they'd only put like maybe 25,000 miles on it, maybe 10,000. Wait, yeah, 10,000. Yeah, 10, 20,000 miles on it. I'm thinking that's way too much, but yeah, I think 10 to 20,000 miles on it. Brand new car. She is this old lady, the older lady who had one. Didn't do anything to it. I think they offered her 16. We'll give you 16,000. I'm like, that's a brand new fucking car that she just fucking, you know, like, bought. I'm like, it's crazy. Drive it off the lot, drive it for a minute. I bet you the second that she drove it off the lot, it dropped $10,000. You're $5,000, you know, 3 to 5,000, gone. Just, you bought it. You pay so much for that. I don't know. It's just weird. I knew what I was getting into. I knew it was a bad mistake. I knew nothing was going to last forever, but I did it anyway. You got to take a risk. I was really, when all this shit was happening, I'm like, you know, I could die at any moment. I might as well have a car that's kind of decent. But god damn it, I lived too long and my car did not. But that's okay. Shit happens. Everything's fucking disposable. I learned an important lesson. I learned that I can lose something really expensive and really valuable. Same thing, but I mean valuable in the sense like that's what I fucking invested in. Nick, yeah, those hybrids are nice, but they drop in value. But the cool thing about the fucking Ioniq was lifetime battery warranty. So I went and bought a fucking another hybrid, and it's older and shitty because I have no money. It's an old piece of shit hoopty hybrid. And yeah, the charge goes down and all this and that. And if something goes where I need to replace that battery, nope. Those Ioniqs, if you buy them new and have the warranty and all of that shit, once they drop under a certain percentage of charge, you can fucking replace them out for free, which is a big reason why I got that car, because I'm like, I knew those batteries were something that hybrids had to work on. So it's not so much that those batteries are better than any other battery in those cars, but their fucking warranty on them when you buy them new is lifetime, as long as you have that car. And I'm like, that's deal set. You know what I mean? I know because the dealer, when he was telling me, he's like, fucking a lot of people have to replace batteries in fucking cars. I went to try and buy an all electric car, a fucking Leaf. There was a sick ass Leaf I bought, and with Nick, honestly, a really good 4-cylinder can be cheaper than a hybrid. Damn right. Some hybrids suck. The hybrid Crosstrek hybrid is what I wanted from Subaru. Sick ass car, but you might as well just get the Crosstrek, because the hybrid only gives you an extra like maybe 5 miles to the gallon, maybe less. I'm like, okay, well, that's just ridiculous. And it's an extra super expensive car, and that's why they discontinued it and stopped making it now. They're going to try it again from what I saw. But I'm like, yeah, those are sick, but why get a hybrid if it doesn't get a lot better gas mileage? Some cars, it's pointless. And yeah, you could just get a fucking normal car. Now, I looked around. So seriously, I shopped around, and my only goal is what's the cheapest car I can buy that gets the best gas mileage. Hybrid still wins out on that. So right now, if you want a used car, gas cars still don't get fucking 40 to I average on 45 to 50 miles per gallon on my car that I paid nothing for. So when it really is and that's an old ass car with an old ass battery that I'm sure didn't get the charge that it used to. God damn it. That being said, you can get like a hoopty. You get one on like, if you're paying like $2,000 or something like that, you can get a cheaper 4-cylinder to buy it, and it might get okay gas mileage. It's all what you want. Unfortunately, I did shop around because I no longer needed a hybrid. I originally bought a hybrid because the person I worked for offered bonuses to people who drove hybrids because it was a cleaner and electric way to do it, and it was. So you saved money on gas. You fucking, yeah, and got a bonus for it and all this shit. I'm like, hell yeah, worth it every penny. That's why I got that sick ass hybrid car, and that helped. And but now I don't get that fucking bonus. I don't care. So I strictly bought a hybrid on gas consumption. I knew someone who I've seen those cars before. I drove one before. I don't love them. I think they're ugly, but they're cheap as fuck, and they get fucking 45 to 50 miles to the gallon. Fucking sold. So, but anyway, I gotta call it a night. It's already 11. I knew I would do that. Cheers, everybody. This is to you, Nick. Good to see you again, my dude. This is to everybody, actually. Anybody and everybody who's out there in TV Wonder Dreamland. Ziggy is fucking with me so hard. He says goodnight. Ziggy says, it's time to call it. We need to cuddle. You need to feed me like 20 times. Nick, newer Honda Civics have an eco mode in them as standard, and you can get 42 miles to gallon, but they hold value. So even high mileage ones are worth over 10,000. See, that's what I'm talking about. Cheapest car with the best gas mileage. What I found are usually either Ford or Toyota old hybrids, which you're rolling the dice a little bit, but I got okay lucky where the problems aren't with my gas mileage, just everything else with the car. Awesome. But good night to you and yours, from me and mine. He says. He can't tell if he wants to get bit or bite me. Breaking silence. Later all. Yep, this toke's for all you guys. I'm going to really rip it. So, Ziggy, I hate to do it to you, but you're at least going in my lap. Oh! Because we're going to smoke the fuck out of this bowl and then call it a night. This one goes out to you and yours, whoever you and yous guys is. I think this guy's seeing its last day. They only last a couple years. There we go. Here we go, guys. Cheers, everybody. There we go. Woo! All right. Cheers, everybody. Like I said, take it easy. Keep it keepy. I know I've said that. Laters, guys.